Hi, so Renee posted a question about the masking sound, like the sound you play in the background to mask the sound of the tinnitus. She was asking things like, how loud should I play it? Should I play it 24/7? Maybe even when I'm sleeping. So if you just got tinnitus and you're really, you know, you feel tortured by it. Um, the reason that we do masking is to help you feel more comfortable, because if you can find some sounds that are similar or just sounds that distract you from your tinnitus, either one's okay. Like I think initially finding a similar sound is the best. Like for me, I've got a pretty high pitched one, and I found that the sound of water running, like in the shower, that sound was really helpful to me. It got to the point where I could sort of not hear my tinnitus because I was hearing that sound instead. That's the goal. As far as loudness, the purpose here is to make you feel more comfortable, to make you be able to not notice it and focus on something else. Um, so, I mean, as long as you're not playing something that's super loud, you know, jamming something in your ear, as long as you're not doing those things, I think you're fine. Playing something that's super loud, would be like 70 decibels or something like that. You don't need that kind of loudness, and I doubt you would do that. So, but if you need to play it a little louder to make you feel a little more comfortable, go for it. I think later you'll just naturally not need to play it, so loud. Um, I think at a certain loudness, it doesn't have a calming effect anymore. Um, but if you need to play it all the time, go for it. I generally always have a background noise, but this noise that I have now is very, relatively quiet. I'll turn it off. Let me see here. Just listen to my tinnitus. I've gotten, before I would always hear my tinnitus almost even when I'm playing sounds, but now I don't really hear my tinnitus unless I'm in a pretty darn quiet room. So, I mean, I definitely hear it right now, but it's just like it's become such a kind of a background noise to me that I don't like focus on it anymore. And I think the masking sort of, in a way, can sort of train the brain to hear a similar sound and like treat it as if it's not something that's important anymore. Um, we're just trying to distract the brain from thinking about it all the time. So the masking could do wonders for that. Um, I'm very comfortable with my tinnitus now. Um, so I think, you can sort of come to wean yourself off of the need to have the sound. So like you might initially need to play something that's almost the same sound as the tinnitus, or something like that's a little louder that sort of distracts you. Whatever sound helps you. There's different types of sounds. There's some that do the dee 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 dee. I never liked those, but I think it helps some people. And it can just be ocean waves, or maybe there's something a lower sound depending on the sound of your tinnitus. But I think you can get to where you can be okay with the sound, and that's kind of the ultimate goal. Um, because when you're okay with it, your brain just tunes it out. And I can think of lots of times where I am in a quiet room, and I can hear my tinnitus more, but it's just not that important anymore. Like I'm here talking to you. The room is quiet. As you can see, I'm pretty at ease. Um, I like having some sound in the background though. It's a little better. Um, but they talk about, like, don't play the sound too loud and stuff like that. It's like I say, as long as you're not doing anything that's going to harm your ears or something, it should be fine. But I think you're going to naturally go through a process where you tend to play it more quiet, or maybe even play it less often. And you come to be okay with it. But after some months or whatever, I think you'll find that it's just easier, to not need the sound anymore, or not need to play the sound so much with a louder volume. But like I say, I always tend to have some sort of a little bit of a white noise in the background, like a fan or something. I just kind of like it. But to be honest, it seems like I spend plenty of days with no background sound too, and that's fine too. I've just gotten to where it doesn't bother me anymore. I don't think about it. It's there, but I just like it's not a problem anymore. So to me, that's my definition of habituation. I mean, I would love for it to go away, but it's not a problem for me. So if it doesn't go away, I'm still okay. So yeah. Well, anyways, that's my thoughts. Hopefully it's helpful. Have a good day.